a 2,050-pound pulling vehicle with 3,500 horsepower, a 4-engine modified tractor with 12 or 13 or 14,000 horsepower, 4 Hemis singing in song as they make their way down the track. You don't get to see that very often. Or a 20,000-pound semi that you might typically get accustomed to passing on the interstate is now smoking down the track with flames coming out the stack.
The horsepower.
We go from no loads getting going to absolutely trying to rip the guts out of the driveline and the motor.
We might not get to the end, but we're here because we love it.
The noise. The smoke. The people. Some of the bigger motorsports, you can't get close to the pullers, unless it's a certain time. Most pulls, you can walk right up, talk to the pullers.
Similar kind of type of engines and vehicles. Instead of it being about speed, how fast you can get to the finish line, the concept is more how far can you take your vehicle down the track. Because sometimes the bad thing about pulling is you get one shot at it, and if you screw up those first couple seconds of your run, that's pretty much your whole weekend or your whole night is shot.
Tractor pullers will go out of their way to help you, assist you, provide you with the parts you may need to beat them. However, when they get on the track, their focus is to beat you. It is hardcore competition.
There's an old motto that when the hook drops, the BS stops.
There's lots more failures than our successes.
Fortunately, it's a bad addiction. I guess it's the adrenaline rush of going out there and pulling.
It is our life. It's just what we do.
No other motorsport does what's happening out here today.
Ohio is basically, my whole life has been known as a state that's had a lot more tractor pull. I mean, back in the day, Fort Recovery was a Grand National twice a year. And like we was at Napoleon, 30 Mile Way last week. Wellington's a Grand National. Wasion's having one. I mean, the area is full of tractor pull, so there's tractor pull fans. But there's people that travel to this place from all over.
58th year, Wood County Fairgrounds will be packed for all to see the National Tractor Pulling Championship.
Full pool, right? Thousands of people come out every year to see all of the events.
We'll have a big crowd out here, over 20,000 folks to celebrate the third of 3 days of pulling.
Fans in BG are here for a good time. They are here to watch competition, and it's sort of their last hurrah before everybody goes back to school or back to winter work.
Oh, the Bowling Green, that's just Bowling Green. It's a party with a tractor pull. Too dang old to party much anymore.
The fans at Bowling Green, they're something. I can remember pulling out on the track and I could hear the crowd roaring. And I'm like, there is no way that they're roaring for me.
Every place you go, you hear, you need to go to Bowling Green. You need to check out Pull Town.
We love coming to Pull Town. It's probably my favorite pull to come to all year.
Super Bowl of pulling.
The atmosphere gives you goosebumps every time you're here. There's nothing like it.
They hear tractor pull, they think they're local fair pull. This is a national event. You're not going to see these vehicles anywhere else.
There's RC tractor pulls. I used to have an RC pulling tractor. I used to pull here with them. The pedal pull, and there's all kinds of stuff that's here that's not at other big tractor pulls.
Woo! folks, you're at the biggest, best tractor pull in the world. Stand tall, stand proud. Put on a show for these fans and show them that professionalism, show them that passion, and show them what makes the NTPA and Bowling Green the greatest event that happens worldwide.
Still there, oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the
Hi, my name is Brent Payne from Shandon, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati. We run a vehicle in the light modified class and the modified class called Limitless. It's a bore chassis from the Netherlands, and we run Brad Anderson Hemis from Brian Knox. The vehicle Limitless is something we've had for the last 2 years.
We pull in the two-wheel drive class. I compete with the trucks called Kathy's Complaint and Buckeye Hauler.
I actually run 3 trucks, 2 being Jesse's and one of my own, 2 Timon P5, and then my own truck's Old Blue.
My name is Joe Frazier. I'm from Oxford, Ohio, and I drive the Come Around Sundown two-wheel drive truck for Petro Motorsports.
My name is Rob Russell, and my home city and state would be Prescott, Iowa, southwest Iowa. Currently, I run a Case IH sheet metaled Pro Stock, 10,000 pound Pro Stock.
So the move to Limitless came out of friendship with the Boer family in the Netherlands. The boys and I had went to visit a pool in Mata, Netherlands, 2 years ago. They said, hey, why don't we just trade tractors? And why would we want to do that? Well, we want to try a super stock, and you want to try a modified, so why don't we just trade and we work with each other on that? So the idea grew from there, and from Mata to Bowling Green, we had a plan put together, and then the next spring we had a tractor, and they had a tractor.
Johnny wanting to get involved, I don't think that there was ever a question of that. Our kids grew up going to tractor pulls. I mean, we lugged them around with us because if the kids and I didn't go to a tractor pull, then we wouldn't see Brent because he lived and breathed tractor pulling from the day we met.
Every place that I went, I always knew there was a pedal pull sled, so I always wanted to go over there and pedal pull, and my grandpa pushed it a little bit, and then Dad was like, okay, they're showing more interest in it, so let's go pulling.
We've had a partnership for the last 12 or 13 years with Galot Motorsports. We basically run their team for them. Originally, we always wanted to pull super stock at some point in time. The alcohol to us was something that we could control a little bit better than the diesel. It takes some engineering, some MacGyver skills, some just winging it. And there's no prescription or no book that says, here's how you do it. Everybody has their own different plan. And super stock was always something we wanted to do for forever and ever, and finally got to do it.
Basically the only thing I've ever known. We just went truck pulling. I like the two-wheel drive class because it's challenging, and so when you do well, then it becomes rewarding as well.
I think the two-wheel drive class is probably where the details mean the most. It's the little things that's going to get you out front, whether it's setup or weight or gearing or tire pressure.
Family. When I was a little guy, my dad started pulling farm stuff, basically what it was, in the late 60s. Even my mother drove a tractor in 806 one time at a rodeo pull. They had a powder puff class when I was 4 years old. When I turned 16, I took a farm tractor, a 1066, and he helped me round up some parts from some old pullers. He knew John Klug and whatever. We started pulling an association in western Iowa, and fortunately I got hooked because the very first time I went down the track, I won a big class, so I was hooked from that point on.
We are so grateful for this partnership. Over the past 33 years, the pullers and all of the supporters that come out have helped us to raise over $2 million. All that money stays local, and they help us to grant wishes for kids that want to go to Disney, that want to have a pool, that want a room redo.
I'll tell you what, the tractor pulls are great. I'm glad that Make-A-Wish is here, that they're a supporter of this. I think it's all for a great cause.
Whenever I donate to charity or do anything for charity, I always look into the charities a lot, and Make-A-Wish is like at the top of everybody's list. It's just a great charity.
Bid out here now, 75, but I get 275 to buy them. 250 bid now, 75, but I get 275. New bidder, 300.
Met some guy here one time, and this was like 12 years ago, and his daughter was, a Make-A-Wish girl, and she had some rare blood disease, and my little girl at the time was about the same age, and she's fine, has nothing wrong. And when we went home that day, I told my wife, I said, we gotta do something to help these kids out. And that's how this all started. Sometimes we bring, just outrageous stuff that I've made. A lot of them are pedal tractors that I hand make and stuff. So I have a bunch of friends, they're all farmers, and they said, well, what are you making out of that? I said, I get nothing. Something in your heart you get that money can't replace. Some of these kids don't want the world, Some of them just want their bedroom painted and stuff like that.
Everything makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make-A-Wish, I think, is great for kids. I know several that have benefited from it, and if I could buy something to help them out, I'm all for it.
With this, we have a great niece that when she was about 22, 23 months old, she was diagnosed with a form of childhood leukemia, and so we've been pretty big being here and making that work. It's just, she's been on her Make-A-Wish. She's totally in recession. She is about 9.5 right now, so we're hoping that it just stays this way. She's doing good.
A family friend of ours has a daughter with cerebral palsy, and they've had a wish granted by Make-A-Wish, so it's just an incredible foundation.
It just tugs at your heartstrings when the kids are out here and they're showing the things and they have benefited from it, so it just keeps it going. We love it.
We all have healthy children, and there's some children that don't get that chance, and it's the least that we could do. And I think between the three of us, at least, we've probably granted over 100 wishes in the last 10, 15 years.
And Make-A-Wish is a great cause. We really believe in it. We're lucky enough to have 4 healthy granddaughters, but some people are not that lucky. And if an organization like this can help out a child and keep their hopes up and keep them going so that they can get through their illnesses or whatever's going on, it's a great thing.
People might not understand how generous the Pullers are in this family.
They are. They're a good group of people, and if somebody needs something, they're willing to always step up. That's just the way they are. It's in their hearts.
You sell a picture for $15,000 that probably cost, $10 to make. People aren't really buying items. They're donating money to a great cause, and that's what's awesome.
I've been wanting to put a children's book together for almost 10 years. We have 4 granddaughters, and the oldest one's 9, so and we read our children's books like you wouldn't believe, and then our grandkids, we've read so many books too. And I just thought, I think I can do this. Set a timeline to have it ready for a launch here in Bowling Green, and we couldn't think of a better place to launch the book.
So I was just told that you guys just presented a check to Make-A-Wish for $6,000.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What kind of generosity you guys have found with Make-A-Wish, and why you found it in your heart to do that?
Yeah, it's been over the top. We've been supporting Make-A-Wish since we've been pulling out here. We started pulling in 2018, and we donated stuff to the auction, bought stuff, and when we sat down to write the book, we couldn't think of a better cause than Make-A-Wish.
People have been buying them and handing them to little kids in the stand. Some people have bought them and said, I'm donating this to my local library. I don't have any children. And a lot of people would give us more than the value of the item and say the rest is a donation. Just great people.
Support it. Anytime you get an opportunity, I don't care if you see a bucket, throw $5 in. Just keep supporting it because those kids deserve it.
Come on, people, open up those billfolds.
75 and 75, picked up in 75, and picked up.